morning, sir. Please, sir, what's your name?
Apostle Barrister Goodwill, Nodian Ebizugbe is my name.
Okay, sir, please, a quick one here. Have you seen the video on circulation where one Apostle Kassy alleged that 1 billion naira was given to the church leaders?
Yeah, I've seen the video. I've seen it. It's a perplexing one. What about that?
Please, sir, what's your take on it?
It's a good one. Well, my take on this is a responsible child that grew up with his father knows how to correct a father without passing insults. It's the problem with the church, where everyone thinks he can do whatever he likes. Now, in the function alleged by Apostle Kassy, there were some imams there, but you can never see a junior imam coming out, to pass insult or castigate senior imams on television. It's only in the body of Christ. You see, things like that happen, and it's really very, very heartbreaking. Well, ignorance is always very loud. And in this land, we respect fathers, whether biological or spiritual. We respect our elders. And I see Apostle Kassy as someone who is trying to import these habit or character of lack of respect as an insult to people in power and disrespect to elders. I think he's trying to bring that character, and we resist it because it's not part of us in this land. We respect our fathers. I think Apostle Kassy is looking for cheap popularity through the social media, and I also believe he has achieved that to a large extent, because right now a lot of persons now know him. But you see, trying to shoot yourself high by pulling others down is a very wrong way to life. Now, look at our father, Papa Mobude. We are talking about a man here who has led the national PFN for 8 years without blemish. As the president of PFN, he was dealing with the president, not the president of the Federation of Nigeria, not just governor. And for 8 years, his hands were clean. Bishop Oyinedekure is a respected leader of PFN in Edo State. And these are people that we would not want anyone to just come, drag them here and there, just because we are looking for cheap popularity. I believe that is not the spirit of Christ. And Apostle Kassy appeared as one who went verbose because he was not, in fact, they've shared the money and he was not giving. Which means if they've given him part of the money, he will keep quiet. That's not the spirit of Christ. If you want to say the truth, say the truth. I watched that video. In fact, I was perplexed. I was like, what is all this? So you are talking because you felt they have shared the money and they did not give to you. That is wrong. By the grace of God, the people you are talking about are blessed by God in all ways. And I believe that they can't drag their name to the moon. What is 1 billion naira? When you talk about people like Papa or Mobude, people that have not seen money before, that's how they cry when they hear some amount of money.
So how far do you really know PFN and churches in Edo State?
Well, I have been around for a while. At least I was made the general preacher of Militant Prayer Group 1985. And that will be 40 years next year. Yeah. I was transferred to pastor a church in the village at Oriri 1990. That's about 34 years more now. And I have been in PFN for a very long time. I was once the youth wing coordinator in Edo State PFN. And I've represented PFN Youth Wing in Can Youth Wing. This many years ago. Now, I really know what I'm talking about because the characters Apostle Kassy is trying to impeach, these are well trusted. These are people that have made sacrifices for the body of Christ in Edo State. And it's really bad that he could go that far, dragging such personalities, into trivial matters.
So, Apostle Barrister, sir, what's your advice to Kassy on this matter?
Well, if you ask me for my advice for Kassy, I think he should do a letter of apology to Khan, PFN, Papa Mobude, and Bishop Kure, because he really dented the image of the body of Christ. What he has done may not really cause any harm to those personalities. I believe if he has a spiritual father, this is a time now for a spiritual father to call him to order. Because there is no good father that will be watching his son dancing Makosa to the grave. And he will be watching without pulling the child backward. I believe my advice for him, he should even do a video where he would kind of apologize for the comments. There's some very insulting words he used there that I cannot even think of using here. So that's my advice for him. Do you know in the Bible, a man was drunk, became naked, one of his sons saw his nakedness. Instead of covering his father, he made jest of it and informed the other brothers. Informed his other brothers, who, those ones were wise. They covered up their father. When their father woke up from that sleep, he passed a curse on that son and God executed that curse. Some people don't really know the authority God has placed in fatherhood, whether physical, biological, or spiritual. God executed it. One would have said, oh, the man was the one that he messed up. But God didn't look at that. So, Kassy should do the needful and apologize to these icons of the gospel. That's my advice for him.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes.